Folks, I'm going to take you to Wisemans View today. I'm here at where 221 is, coming off of the Blue Ridge Parkway. We're going left down toward Linville Falls, back underneath the parkway. I want you to see Wisemans View, which is the place where a lot of people go to see the Brown Mountain lights. So I'm going to pick back up. I just want to show you where you leave the parkway to do this, and I'll show you the drive out there, which is pretty rugged. I've just come to the 183 junction. That's what's behind me. And so I've turned over here. I turned left. So my bad for not showing you that. I couldn't get my GoPro to record on time. But I turned left onto East 183, so you can see that here. And we're coming out pretty soon to where you take the Ridge Road out to Wisemans View. Okay, you come to this area right here. Hopefully I'm recording. Linville Falls and Linville Gorge Wilderness Area. And so I'm going to go straight ahead for a little while here and probably pull off the road and start all four of my GoPros going. I'll give you some commentary from this point forward. I just pulled in here at this overlook so I could activate all the cams. Shooting 4K video with all the external GoPros. Got 3 of them. I'm going to turn left. So I'm on the road that heads out to Wisemans View. And just stop at this little exit point here where you can go hiking down into the guest parts of the gorge. I've not taken any of these trails. I guess that one goes to Linville Falls actually. This is historically an absolutely awful road, and so I'm going to do my best. If you're going to come here and visit and come off the parkway and go out here, you might, I would advise you have a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Not that it's that bad. I mean, I've driven up here in a little Ford Escort, 2-wheel drive, front-wheel drive. I've been up here, I guess, in an old Chevy Nova before. So you can get up here in a regular car if you drive carefully. Now, this doesn't look bad at all, what we're on here now. It's just a dirt road. But it gets really worse, and particularly when you get up here in some of the big bends and stuff where the rains wash it out. So you'll see soon, I will be totally shocked if this road is in good shape. I've never been up here before and it really in good shape. But we're headed out to a place called Wisemans View. The significance of this place is it's where a lot of people, a couple significances. Number one, it's where a lot of people see the Brown Mountain lights. The Brown Mountain lights are sort of a mysterious thing. You can Google it and read about it. I have never seen them. A lot of people swear they've seen these mysterious orbs of light that dip and dodge and change colors and move around down in the, well, ordinarily you'd think around Brown Mountain. So there are what we call the Brown Mountain lights, but most people go actually to the Linville Gorge to see them. And they say that they're seeing them from Wisemans View down in the Linville Gorge. So now there is a consortium of fairly educated people really trying to prove the existence of the Brown Mountain lights and the Linville Gorge lights. So they're saying there are 2 different sets of lights. Some that are seen on Brown Mountain from the Brown Mountain overlook going down Highway 181. Some are seen from Wisemans View, which is where I'm taking you. This is where I've always heard you go to see the Brown Mountain lights. I've been up here, I don't know, probably 50 times in my life, probably 30 of those times at night when you're supposed to be able to see these lights, and I've never seen the lights. So it's not that I'm an unbeliever. A lot of credible people that I know have seen these lights. I personally have not. So now the road's getting just a little dicey here and there, but it gets really worse. You can take your 2-wheel drive vehicle up in here. It's going to get dirty. I'm driving my Ford F-150 today, and I hope I've got enough juice in the batteries of my GoPros. I just charged at my dad's. My dad and I did a little cruising ride today, and my batteries may be depleted, so I'm hoping I get this whole way in so you can see how to get over to the place where you view the lights. What's going to happen, our little ride's going to terminate at a parking lot that's about, I'm going to guess, maybe not even 100 yards from where the overlooks are at Wisemans View. Now, the second thing I said that it's kind of famous for, first thing is it's famous for a place to view the Brown Mountain lights. Second thing that this is famous for is it's probably the most awesome view of Table Rock and Hawksbill from the opposite side, from what we call the west rim of the Linville Gorge. Now, the Linville Gorge is awesome, folks. I don't think I ever remember coming to see it till I was maybe 13 or 14, even though we lived not very far from it. Dad was just always so busy working everything. But I remember the first time he drove me up here. It's not very far from where I grew up, but I said, wow, it just doesn't look like something that should exist in North Carolina. I mean, I'm used to the Appalachian Mountains. The Appalachian Mountains are, believe it or not, more rugged than you would think. They look kind of tame compared to the higher mountains you see out west, but they're actually considered by many historians, geologists, to be the oldest mountains in the world. So once again, Google the Appalachians and see if that's not true. Go to Wikipedia or whatever, read that. But I've always heard from geology classes that they're considered probably the oldest formed mountains in the world. So they're very beaten down. The highest mountains are less than 7,000 feet, but it's pretty rugged, pretty wild up in here. And the Linville Gorge itself is pretty dangerous for you to go down into it. A lot of people get caught in floods, they twist ankles, they break legs. If you know what you're doing and you're an experienced trail hiker or going with somebody that is, then it's an awesome place to visit. And I do the ridges. I don't typically go down into the gorge. I'm just a kind of guy that walks the ridges. And yeah, that makes me happy. I like to be up on top looking down rather than down looking up. But we'll be peering across Linville Gorge when we get up here today and seeing awesome views of Table Rock and I guess all the way down towards Short Off Mountain and to the north, Hawksbill Mountain. That's Hawksbill, like the bill of a hawk. And we'll be seeing some of those formations here at the top of some of these ridges here in a minute. I like that I'm going up here. I'm still in two-wheel drive in my pickup. I like that I'm going up here when the leaves are off the trees. This is January 1, 2014. As you see, the road's starting to get a little more rugged. I'm going to have to go into four-wheel drive here pretty soon.